I never liked Clark, I never liked Bellamy, and I never liked Murphy. Octavia was my favorite character, but towards the end, they completely threw away her character development. She was such an interesting case. She started off as this rebellious girl, constantly being saved and babysat by her older brother, but then she became this powerful warrior and united all the different tribes together. So, them throwing it away and not only making her hated by all the other characters, but making you hate her as a viewer. Granted, they gave backstory as to the decisions she made when they were trapped in a hole for a couple years, but I was like, damn, I was really fucking with her, and y'all just threw that all away. It reminded me how in Game of Thrones they made us hate Daenerys Targaryen towards the end, but yes, the 100 Day was always in something. Shout out to Raven. Raven was help always saving him, but I felt like she didn't really get a lot of love. But shout out to Raven. Shout out to Octavia. But yeah, fuck you, Clark. Fuck Bellamy. Fuck Murphy. I did end up quitting the show towards the final season. This was a show I watched during a deployment. And if you ever been in a deployment or training rotation type environment, you know you find a show and just consume it. I did jump in and out of the show and I have a love-hate relationship with the show. There were some really cool moments. The reason I really don't like Clark is I just feel like she's one of those super self-righteous, to try to take the moral high ground type of people, but is extremely hypocritical. Clark will try to justify any decision that she makes, even when it's a fucked up, terrible decision and she's killing hundreds of people. She will somehow find a way to justify it. And that's very annoying when you try to take the moral high ground. So I just found her to be a hypocrite. Similar to Bellamy, Bellamy was just super annoying. And I felt like he always was trying to control Octavia. But yeah, I never understood why they killed Lincoln. Killing Lincoln was just a terrible mistake. But yeah, this show I have a love-hate relationship. And when I go through more reviews, you'll see a lot of the CW shows I just have a love-hate relationship with. Probably because they're really popular. And when you're in those type of deployment environments, the streaming platform's free, so it's just easy to watch them all. But yeah, The 100, just a show that I love to hate, and I don't think I'll eventually finish it. I know stuff got a little bit sloppy towards the end, rightfully so during COVID. I know a lot of shows just had to work with the scenes they already filmed, but after a while, I was like, yeah, I'm not doing this anymore.